Hello, welcome to this basic guide of Boba Fett. So this is a basic overview of Boba Fett, so it's here to help you get started. So it won't focus as much on battle cards, although I will get to that at the end of the video. Boba Fett is just one appearance, so I'm just going to show the 360 of him. So Boba Fett is a very well detailed character. It feels like he came straight from the original trilogy. For example, his jetpack is very well done. The way they design the damage and the way they have the color scheme, it's just very well done. Another thing they did well was his helmet. It's just the color scheme and the way that the paint job is imperfect because of the damage he's been through really drive it home that he's an experienced bounty hunter. Alright, so here's the three main abilities of Boba Fett, arguably, but first thing I'm going to actually show you is the jetpack. So in order to use this ability, you need to hold down on the left trigger. Push the left joystick in any direction and you'll go straight in that direction, but you won't keep rising higher. His versatility with his jetpack separates him from most of the aerial class troops. One of Boba Fett's main strong points seems to be his ability to jetpack away from enemies when things get too rough, which is interesting because you don't think of Boba Fett as someone who makes a point of running away. It's also worth noting that you can dodge back and forth and it won't affect your fuel consumption. The next feature I'm going to show you is his EE3 blaster. Now this one's unique because it will actually increase the damage that it deals as it continues to hit the target. I'm not entirely sure if there's a limit to how much damage it can increase, but it's important to remember to not miss the target so that you don't lose the benefit of increasing damage. Keep in mind that this can be really useful against enemy heroes, as you can see here. Now the first of his three main abilities that I'm going to show you is the concussion rocket. So this not only damages enemies, but disables their blasters for a brief amount of time. So the way you use this is that you hit the left shoulder button once to arm it, and then you hit it again to actually launch it. If you don't hit the button a second time, you'll just have to wait a short amount of time for it to launch. So the way you can use this is that you shoot it at multiple enemies, and then you go up to them and pick them off before they can attack you. The one on the right here is the rocket barrage, and the way it's set up makes me wonder why they didn't just give him knee darts. And the reason why is that it pretty much works like Boba Fett's concussion rocket, except it doesn't jam up the enemy's weapons and it fires multiple shots. One thing you can do is propel yourself into the air and then rain down rockets from above onto multiple enemies. The next ability I'm going to talk about is called For the Hunt. So what this does is that it reveals enemies to you and your allies while you yourself disappear off of enemy radar. It also has the added effect of giving you unlimited use of the jetpack while it's active. So this can go through solid objects, and it kind of works like the ARC Trooper's middle ability. It's worth keeping in mind that this could be especially useful in a nighttime setting. Lastly, I'm going to talk about his melee ability, which is his flamethrower. This can be useful for finishing off already damaged enemies. Also use this to deal with hard to get to enemies, or when you're having a hard time aiming at them. Like maybe they're moving around a lot, or they're in a hard to get to spot, or whatever. So finally we're going to talk about his star cards. So Boba Fett's star cards are pretty sophisticated. It's not just always as simple as making an ability last longer or giving him more health. So for example, the Intense Barrage ability deals 500 more damage to enemies for one activation, but its cooldown time is reduced the next time you use it. There's also the Born to Fly star card, which is where his abilities cool down faster while he's in the air, but his health regeneration starts a little bit later as a trade-off. However, There's simpler star cards you can equip him with, such as fuel efficiency that makes his jetpack last longer. Also, there's a cute concussion that makes the concussion rockets disrupt weapons longer. So that's going to wrap it up for Boba Fett. One detail I'd like to also add is that they actually had Tamir Morrison voice him in the game.
Boba Fett, at your service.
Anyway, I hope you learned a lot from watching this, and until next time, thanks for watching.